Welcome, gamers. This is Hawk from MilitaryGamers.com community. I'm here today with Age of Wushu disturbing news, actually, and there's been a handful of people that's their accounts have been hacked, and I thought I'd make a video about this because this is very disturbing stuff here. I unfortunately was hacked as well. It looked like it happened last night, and I ended up losing all my Leanne, the Tails version, the valuable version, and my gold that I had, reserved for whenever I wanted to convert it into Tails. Um, and I lost that. And then I did some investigating after, of course, I put in my ticket with support. And it seems like this has been happening um, a lot. And it started this past week on the 19th or so. Um, and I'm here to show you like this massive 13-page thread, about tons of people getting complaints, complaining about their accounts being hacked and losing money and having IPs show up in their login screen of places that they've never been, China and stuff like that, and you know, and, and basically getting random disconnects, and they get back on, and then they realize that they have no more money, and yeah, things like that. So it looks like right now the hackers are currently getting to your account. No one knows how at this moment in time, but they get in your account and they send mail to a certain character with all your money, your tails, and they whatever gold you have, they convert it into tails, and they send that as well, and they wipe you out clean. They leave your coins, obviously, but that's because that's untradeable. That's bound currency. But and that's what they've been doing. Now, the thing that's disturbing about this thing is that there's so many people that this is happening to, and it's a constant issue clearly because how many posts we're getting here. I mean, 1 through 13 pages here, and for some reason, Snail USA, which is the company that's in charge of Age of Wushu for the Americas and the Western Hemisphere, um, it's basically saying that it's our fault. Account security is apparently our responsibility, and therefore they cannot refund us the money because clearly we made the mistake of giving our info away or clicking on third-party sites that are looking for information and trying to get into your account. And clearly it was our fault. All I don't know, thousand of us in this thread. Clearly, it was our fault. Because we're all that incompetent. Clearly, and it really pisses me off because I can understand when you have certain occurrences, and there might be a liability issue that usually there is a certain extent of user error. I can understand that. I work in the IT field. I know what that is. But when you have a 13-page thread, um, over 100 posts from different people claiming the same exact thing, um, with different details, but essentially it's the same thing. My money is not there anymore. My gold is not there anymore. You should probably start looking at your systems, not at the player. And it's quite easy to put the blame off on something else and not take responsibility for it. But you're a business, and you're supposed to step up to the plate and show us, paying customers, that you are on our side and not throw us under the bus. And Snail USA is not doing that at all. Um, they just claim that account responsibility belongs to us, and because your account was accessed from another IP, they can't be held liable for any loss of funds that you might have. And the thing, they just assume that because it was accessed from an outside party, that clearly it's not you, it's another country. Um, then you made the mistake of putting your information out there. But they're incapable of thinking that maybe they have a security leak somewhere, Or, Blizzard's gone through the same thing, and Blizzard's a multi-million-dollar company. Guild Wars 2 has gone through the same thing, and again, they're a multi-million-dollar company. Snail is nothing compared to those two massive companies, ArenaNet and Blizzard, and they are incapable of saying, "Hey, maybe it's our fault." ArenaNet was on top of that when they were getting hacks left and right, and they put double authorization. And then if you logged in from another IP, your account got locked until you went in and took a verification code from your email that you authorized to get security messages from, and put that verification code in, because the moment that another IP came in to your account, they locked it completely. Even if it was an IP in the same vicinity where you live in, they still locked it, and that is wonderful. That is a wonderful system. You should not have multiple IPs. If you travel, then that's fine. But hey, you always have access to your account, your email, and you can verify. And hey, you have a piece of you can sleep better at night knowing that no one else can log into my account. And that is the type of, safety that we expect from a company that are publishing an MMO. And this is not what Snail USA is showing us. They're clearly just trying to put off the blame on us, the paying customers. And this is the same deal that, that gaming industry companies, a lot of them are losing sight as to what's the point of being a business. You're supposed to be there for your customers first and foremost, and they only see the money in the long run, and they don't see customer loyalty. They don't see any of that. And that is just horrible, a horrible way of running things. If you could take a look at here, I mean, this is their response basically, that they're not reliable for any loss of account items or resources due to the malicious access of the accounts, and the responsibility of the account securities is in the hands of every player. Yes, to some extent, but when the player has no control over people accessing their account, then what the hell? What do you tell them then? You have players that haven't even bought gold from. By the way, you could buy gold from the company Snail USA legitimately, and that's a way to get the gold and get in-game currency if you like. So you could do that, and that's and on a third party site, and you could get your information taken that way because you're putting payment info and you're putting account info, because they use the same account uh, password login information in that website to buy gold, and the same login information for the game. So you're using the same information, which again, that's a security risk right there. You should have two accounts and they're linked together by some form or another, but they should have separate emails and passwords. Um, Maybe the same email, but different password. It can't be the same one as your game account. It's because of the nature of it, because of the fact that it's buying gold. It's not that you're logging in to see the forums. No, you're logging in for the purpose of buying gold, and that is, that's a big thing that you have to protect. Well, it just so happens that even people that didn't buy gold got hacked, and that leads to what the hell is going on, because the people are not going to third party sites to buy gold, and you know let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say they aren't stupid enough to go to a gold spamming site that sells gold for money, the not the legit way, obviously, and or they don't put their information online like idiots or whatever. Then where is this information coming from? Well, the only explanation is it's coming from Snail USA. They have a security breach and they don't want to acknowledge that. And, this is a problem because it's not just the people that are buying gold, it's the people that aren't buying gold too. It's anyone essentially at this point. People that had ridiculous passwords because they learned a lesson from Guild Wars 2. I've read through the majority of these posts, and some people posted their passwords. You're talking about 16-letter passwords that are not words; they are literally encryptions practically. And they said, "This is the password I use." How the hell would they get through this in a matter of days? No way, no way. And you know, I'm just baffled. I just don't understand why they are approaching this situation in this manner. They need to be on top. of this issue. They need to add security precautions, and they need to overall make their customers feel safe. And to do that, you start off by refunding, then you start off by saying how we're going to improve this and how we're going to make sure this does not happen. And that, at the end of the day, is being a good business. And that is what they need to learn. And I'm sorry to say this, but they're going to learn it in a hard way if they don't fix it sooner or later. There's already complaints at BBB, the Bureau, sorry, Better Business Bureau .com. There's already a complaint for them there, and that's growing by the minute because these posts just keep coming in about getting hacked, and it's just ridiculous. In this day and age, you should not have information stolen in that manner that easily. And then on top of that, the business behind it doesn't want to help you out. And we just can't have that. We can't sit still for that. We just can't. Even if it's a free to play game, you're still losing that money. Even if you earn it, you could still lose it because tails is something you can earn by doing kidnappings and player interactions with other people. And hell, that's the money you use for trading items and stuff. So how the hell? I mean, if that's not safe, then there's no point in playing this game because all your experience in terms of all your accumulation of money, it could go away in the blink of an eye, and that's not cool. No one likes that. Absolutely not. So what do I say about Age of Wushu now? I love the game. Game is great. I suggest people to play it, but with this issue, hell no. Don't you dare download this game because you might be the next one to get hacked. And hey, if it's in-game money, that's fine. Whatever. If you're okay with losing in-game money, sure. But start thinking about the long term. Don't start thinking about now. Start thinking about the long term. If you end up deciding to buy gold in the future and you think the problem is fixed and they never address this issue past, oh, it's user's problem, obviously, and you might get hacked, you're going to feel like shit. You definitely are going to feel like shit. You're going to feel betrayed and you're going to rage on the forums. And they have to do something about this problem. So, my opinion right now, stay away from Age of Wushu. It's a great game, and if you don't want to stay away from it, then play it knowing that you can lose everything. As long as you have that mindset, you should technically not rage when that happens. So, play it with the mindset that you will lose everything the next day. Play it that way. And do not buy real gold and do not put your credit card information in their website because as far as I can tell, the website is not encrypted as well. And this is just ridiculous. I mean, for the love of God, we're in 2013. Come on, website security, encryption? Wow. Come on, this was mastered in the early 2000s. Let's get going, all right? I guess this is all I have to say about it. I mean, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because this is a problem. And this will, mark my words, this will kill this game if they don't step it up. And to their credit, I have to add this because I just don't want to bash them. I want to also give the good as well, even though the good is very, very small compared to the bad. The good is they have, as of today, there was a patch, they have disabled the feature of sending silver to other players via mail. They have disabled that feature, so it is impossible for that to happen. Now, that's not stopping from people going to your account and taking the stuff and giving it to a player, another player, trading it, if they're dual boxing, what have you. Trust me, these gold sellers, assuming they're gold sellers, will find a way to make this as efficient as they can. And right now, there's nothing stopping them from getting to your account the way they have been already, and taking your items and your gold and your silver, and running it over to wherever their player is, and doing it that way, trading it, and done. Well, that was my 2 cents about it. I hope you guys take heed, and let's hope Snail USA gets their head out of their ass. This is Hawks with MilitaryGamers.com signing off.